What's up, beautiful PHP people? How everyone is feeling today? Welcome back to another live stream. How everyone is doing on this beautiful Monday. Excited to see you all once again. I've been in Amsterdam, I've been in Greece, I've been everywhere, dude. So how everyone is doing, man? Excited to see you all. What's up with my haircut today? Like, what the actual... Okay, I apologize, chat. My haircut is not there. I know. Alexandro, how you doing? Excited to see you all. Bren Luan, what's up, dude? Ibidella, what's up, dude? How you doing? Thanks for saying hi, man. Excited to see you, man. Today will be exciting, by the way, chat, all right? We are going to dive into various things, okay? Various things, including the PHP state in 2026. We are going to discuss a lot of the, kind of the hot topics of current moment. Basically, the PHP Foundation just issued a survey, and we are going to dive into every single question, okay? Every single question. Every single question. Wait, is Monday? Yeah, it's Monday, dude. What do you mean, wait, is Monday? What the heck is wrong with you, man? You don't know what day are you on? How you doing? Excited to see you, man. Excited. All right, do you need some music today? I don't think we need some music. I don't think we need some music, chat. All right, how is the sound, by the way? Does it sound like perfect? It should be good, but you guys let me know how. Today, chat, we are going to discuss the survey of PHP 2026, and it will be exciting, okay? That's the only thing I have to tell you, okay? That's the only thing I have to tell you. What's up, Cesar? How you doing, man? All right, chat, let's start to spice things a little bit, all right? Let's move here into my beautiful Twitter, and there is a few things we need to talk about before we get started, all right? Before we get started. So let's actually start with LaraCon US 2026 happening real soon, and I will be one of the many speakers on that conference, okay? LaraCon US 2026, if you guys haven't got your ticket already, just do that ASAP, okay? I will be there, including Taylor Otwell, Adam Francis, and all the Laravel superstars. And by the way, chat, we are preparing a bunch of nice, cool things on the open source team, which you are going to enjoy, okay? Some nice goodies over Taylor doing Sublime text on stage, man. Boo, 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 boo. Exactly that, man. How you doing? Thanks for saying hi today. Thanks for saying hi. Okay, so LaraCon US is happening, and it will be awesome, okay? It will be awesome. And you guys, if you guys haven't got your ticket, just make that already, okay? Super important. Now, important as well, I have literally had a chat with the creator of Composer at PHPverse, and we talked about the various important topics on the PHP ecosystem. All of you were super scared about supply chain attacks, and I got the confirmation that we are being taken care of, okay? I talked with the Composer creator, and there is various things the Composer team and packages are doing to make sure we're chilling, okay? And those are, they are going to implement two very important things, okay? Number one, they are going to implement Aikido, which is already in theory, it's already in place. Aikido will be an antivirus, which will be automatically run against a new tagged version of any package. Okay, that's the number one thing they are doing. Number two, they are implementing this thing called a cooldown, which is something you can configure at composer level. And what that will do is that you will never get instantly something that just got tagged on packages. Okay, so if any hacker tags a malware across the world, you won't instantly get that thing, okay? It will take like 2 weeks to be there, okay? That's the thing we're talking about. What do you think about my shirt, chat? This is a nice shirt. Come on, chat. Type yes if you like this shirt, man. Laravel Elite. This is the OG t-shirt. OG t-shirt of Laravel, and I love it, okay? I love it. We ready to go, chat. We so ready. Bubbles, this. Yo, what's up, dude? Nice to see you, man. How you doing? W shirt. I know, dude. W shirt for the win. This shirt is just so sexy. It's the best shirt ever. I know. Great news. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it. I love it too. I love it too, man. Where can I get it, please? You cannot get this anymore, dude. This is like the old OG Laravel shirt. Nobody can get it anymore. This is the OG shirt, dude. Nobody can get this anymore. It's just gone, okay? Gone from the market. Okay, PHP verse happened. I was the host. Does any of you watch PHP verse? Let me know in the chat if you watched PHP verse. Type yes if you have watched PHP verse. I was the host of that conference. I got makeup for the first time ever. This was so awkward, man. Honestly, just look at this. Me getting makeup before going on stage. This is the first time I ever get makeup in my life. Okay, I never got makeup ever, literally. So. All right, many of you watched PHP verse, which is super exciting and awesome news. It was great. Yeah, I think we had a great meetup. I honestly like it. Okay, we have so much to talk about, chat. Today will be a very good stream, chat. Stay there the entire stream because today will be sexy. Okay, we'll be sexy. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about today. Okay, counting on you guys to be there. Okay. I also bought a new iPad, which I also want to talk about with you. Okay, because I don't know what to do with it. Oh my god. All right, people are warming up. People are coming. Composer cooldown is very reassuring. Maybe an ignore cooldown flag would be nice in case you have some hot patch. So what they're doing is that you can specify which packages you want to cool down, which I think is like a very nice thing to have, you know? You know what I mean? Yeah, I just bought this new iPad. And I'm still trying. So basically, the story of the iPad is Taylor told me, like, I have an iPad and I'm using it. And I'm like, I don't need an iPad, but I'm going to buy an iPad and maybe I will find a good reason to have it. And, you know, the reason so far is it's just have this fireplace next to me, kind of warming things a little bit at my in my stream. So that's why I'm using this iPad at the minute. Oh my god. All right, conference was awesome. Thank you. Yeah, cooldown coming. That will be awesome, chat. Cooldown coming for Composer. It will be dope. Got Composer for the first time. I look like a retarded on this picture, but anyways, moving forward, what else we have here? Nice buddy, man. W Brent. Everyone typing W Brent on the chat, okay? Because he is kind of what I was dreaming about to have on the PHP ecosystem. Like, you guys know me, I'm a little bit crazy. And I was kind of looking for someone who's able to create content like I am, but also like being able to do pair programming on streaming, all that kind of shit. And Brent is that dude, man. So everyone typing W Brent on the chat, okay? Do you know the date of the Laravel PHP documentary? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know. I know it will be out, but I don't know when. Which is the best place to find a Laravel job currently? A lot of jobs. I would go there if I would get unemployed. Okay, a lot of jobs for the win. Okay. W. Brent Rose. Oh yeah, baby. All right, what else we have? In real life streaming. Does anyone enjoy the in real life streaming I have done at JetBrain's office? That was nice in real life streaming. Okay. How you doing? I'm doing fantastic, dude. Chat, today we are going to dive into the various topics. We are going to just warm a little bit things here on stream, waiting for people to showing up. 40 people already on YouTube, a couple dozen on Twitch as well, which is awesome. Okay. So in real live stream, I streamed from the JetBrain office. That was awesome. Okay. By the way, we have a new sponsor on the channel. New sponsor on the channel, which is the mighty Bento. Okay. W Bento, everyone. Everyone typing W Bento on the chat. They are this beautiful email situation with AI, okay? Marketing platform for campaigns, automations, CRM, all the kind of things you want to do with email. They have an SDK in PHP, okay? Which meaning that you can literally use it to send emails and set up all those various things. So check them out, all right? BentoNow.com. WBento, everyone. We obviously are sponsored by SERP API, this Google Search API is literally an API, okay? Check them out. They're awesome as well. SERPAPI.com. JetBrains, the best editor in the entire planet for PHP development. Okay, I don't know about you guys. By the way, on the stream, what I talked about on Laravel Greece, I asked what people are using as editors, and I said, "Is anyone using Sublime Text?" Like literally 3 hands up, 3 hands up. And then it was like, "Which one of you are using PHP Storm?" And everyone said, "I'm using PHP Storm." So JetBrains.com, check them out. Redberry.international, the best digital agency in the planet to work with Laravel and Vue. I love them, man. Redberry International, they also offer me some swag. I love them. And finally, of course, CodeRabbit, which you should definitely check them out if you want to have some nice AI code reviewing through pull requests. They are absolutely awesome. And I love them. CodeRabbit for the win. Okay, for the win. Okay, before we start this shit, what else we have to talk about? You guys should check, honestly, if you want to deploy your apps, check Laravel Cloud, man. Laravel Cloud is like shipping so much stuff recently with managed queues and much more. They're doing an awesome job. And, I was part of this team in the past, but now they are moving faster. Maybe I was the responsible for them moving slower. New podcast, of course. Did you guys check my new podcast? I don't know if you guys are like audio listeners, but if you are, okay, check our new podcast with Brent. Call it Urgent PHP, okay? Urgent PHP. FaceNam, nice to see you. How you doing? Alexandro. Shirak, what's up, dude? Friend Kayo, nice to see you. Lara Vest. That's a nice name to have, okay? Developed by Josh, nice to see you, dude. How you doing, dude? Nice to see you. Kano D9058, how you doing, dude? Nice to see you. Francesco, only cool people here today, chat. You guys are absolutely awesome. Only cool people here today, okay? New podcast on the channel. All right, chat, it's time to move to interesting stuff, okay? It's time to move to interesting stuff. What else we have? I think we have more stuff, and this doesn't matter. Generics got rejected. Unfortunately, generics got rejected on the PHP world. Okay, we were potentially having generics, but we are not having generics anymore. And we may have to talk about that today, okay? Before we do that, we need to start with a PHP survey. Not Sergey, but survey, okay? Let's do that survey together. Generic, I know, man. I checked the RFC. Do you guys check the RFC about generics? Generics PHP? Unfortunately, bind erased. How is it called? Erased. Generics erased. RFC. Wait, what? Why I cannot see it? Why I cannot find it? What the fuck is going wrong with me? Okay, here we go. Boundary generic types. I think this is the one. Can I find the RFC? Yes, here we go. Yep, chat. You guys see? We have a bunch of no's. So unfortunately, generics are not coming for PHP. I did my best, tried to promote this, but something you guys need to keep in mind, and we need to talk about this by the end of the stream, by the way. Potentially, we are going to do a video. But let's actually save this stuff for the end of the stream, okay? Yeah, stick around if you guys want to hear my opinion about generics, but I'm going to be positive about this stuff. I won't be mean at PHP internals, but we won't have generics, unfortunately. Yep, I know. They're gone, man. I know. Sad reactions from the chat. I know, man. Generics, very sad, man. But that's the way it happens. How to vote? You cannot vote. Only internals can vote. That's the drill. You know what I mean? Only internals can vote. And I'm not an internal. I have karma to create RFCs, meaning that I can create an RFC in theory, but I don't have permissions to vote. To be fair, docstring generics work it fine enough. No. Okay? No. I know they work, they give you type safety, but we need proper generics in PHP, like actually inline generics on the proper PHP code, just like everyone else, Rust, Go, TypeScript, everything, How many of you wants to see generics in PHP? Type yes if you want to see generics in PHP. And I'm talking to you too as well, TikTok and Twitch. How many of you wants to see generics in PHP? Just type yes if you want to see them, or no if you don't want to see them. Okay. Greetings from Argentina. Big fan of PHP and Nuno. Let's go, chat. Let's go, man. Let's go. Can you explain our generics RFC in a little minutes? Yeah, I will do it. I will explain the generics RFC today, okay, chat? After we go through the survey of PHP. Okay. I mean, yes, of course. Who doesn't want generics, chat? Who doesn't want generics in PHP? Everyone wants generics in PHP. And unfortunately, we are not going to get them for the next 2 years at least, or 3. So we are going to speak about that. But first, we need to help shape... Let me just hit the record here. But first, we need to help shape the future of PHP, taking the state of PHP survey, chat. Okay, that's exactly what we are going to do today. We are going to take the survey. So let's just get started, okay? Yeps, I have read the terms and conditions very well, as you may have seen. And let's start with the very first question, chat, okay? And I want every single one of you to equally answer all these questions on the chat. So which programming language have you used in the last 12 months, okay? So I have used, let me see, none of this. Well, HTML and CSS, of course, JavaScript, PHP, and Rust, and Bash, and Squeal, yeah, Squeal, of course, and TypeScript. Have I used JavaScript, though? Yeah, I've used JavaScript. 100% sure I used JavaScript, chat. Okay. How about you, chat? How about you? Do you guys have used any of the languages that are listed here that I have not selected myself? Okay. I don't see like web development using any of other language besides the ones I have selected. Okay, you might use some Python here and there, or Ruby, some Ruby here and there, but not really, you know what I mean? But not really. Okay, what do we have? WPHP survey? Oh yeah, baby. I am a Dart user. Oh, because of Flutter, I feel you. What's up, Adrian? How you doing, Adrian? How you doing, man? PHP, TypeScript, Python, and SQLite, of course, man. Well, Python I do understand. For web development, sometimes you need to use some nice Python, okay? But I haven't used any Python myself. So next, what else we have? Which is your main programming language right now, chat? My main programming language is PHP. PHP, can I select multiple one? Okay, so I'm gonna go with PHP, TypeScript, Rust, and HTML. Those are my main programming languages. If I'm honest, maybe like HTML and CSS are not my main programming languages. So let's move forward. What is your main programming language 12 months ago? Wait, what? The same language, man. What are you talking about? Do you think the main programming language will be different in 12 months? This is actually a very good question. That's actually a very good question. So for every single one of you, do you see yourself still doing PHP 12 months from now? I'm going to answer, and the answer is yes. I will 100% sure being using PHP in 12 months. 100% sure. 1,000% sure. Okay. English spoken language. What? Wait, what? Where do you see that? There is no English spoken language. Okay. Python. A lot of you using Python, which is very interesting. I'm going to be honest, okay? A lot of you using Python, which is very interesting. Okay. Next one. How long have you been using PHP? For more than 7 years. I'm becoming very old. How did you originally learn PHP? Well, I learned PHP through personal projects, university, not school, not bootcamp. Well, school. Well, no, not school. Well, maybe, no, not really. University. Which versions of PHP do you use regularly? I use PHP 8.5 and PHP 8.4. And that's it, unfortunately. Does any of you use PHP 7? Be honest, chat. Just be honest with me. Does any of you use PHP 7 or PHP 5? Just say yes. Come on, chat. I know that some of you are lying. What's up, Mr. Puyapal? How you doing? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you today. Agent is saying the following. I am on a new project in PHP 7.4. Livewire V8, Laravel V8, Livewire V2. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. That's so bad, dude. That's so bad. PHP 7.2. Oh my God. All right, some of you, unfortunately, not using the greatest and the best versions of PHP, but we gotta move forward, chat. We gotta move forward. You stuck in PHP 5.6? I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry about you. Have you migrated to a new version in the last 12 months? Well, I've migrated from PHP 8.4 to PHP 8.5. What are the main challenges upgrading your projects? Actually, I think it's like just the underlying packages. Here we go. Framework dependency and compatibility issues. That's the main reason. Which operating system are you using for PHP development? Great question, chat. I want to hear from you. Which operating system are you guys using for PHP development? Okay, write down the chat. Is it Windows? Is WSL? Is Linux or Mac OS? I'm gonna be honest. Mac OS for the win. Okay, Mac OS for the win on my side. What are you guys answering? What are you guys answering? We have what? We have what here? We have Mac OS, we see Linux, we see Windows. I have a very hard time understanding why any of you would use Windows, okay? I'm sorry, okay? I'm going to just say sorry already. Like, why would you use Windows? You have Linux, you have Mac OS, and then you have Windows. Like, why would you use it? You know? I don't know. I have a very hard time understanding, okay? I have a very hard time understanding why would you use Windows, okay? Meanwhile, chat, every single one of you, thank you so much, Twitch, for being so nice today with me. Every single one of you, subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? Every single one of you. We want to see this number going up ASAP. You see this number right here? Needs to go up. So we need to subscribe my channel, okay? Windows because of game, but I do gaming as well. I do gaming myself with NVIDIA. And it works. You don't have to have a Windows computer to play Windows games. Okay. I don't know. I have a very hard time understanding, you know. That's just what I think. What does your PHP code does mainly? My PHP code does web apps. What do you mean? What do you mean? Libraries and frameworks? 100%. API and services? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What else? User input and elements. Is this website? I think it is. No. Providing APIs and services? Yes. Yep, that's it. Which kind of websites and web apps are you developing with PHP? Businesses, personal, information, blogs, news, and web interfaces for products in SaaSes. Jesus Christ, I literally touched every single thing. I tested on Windows only to ensure DX and consistency through all dev environments. Oh, that's actually badass. So basically you develop a web app and you go test it on Windows just to see how that renders differently. That's crazy. Alexander is saying the following business blogs in e-commerce. I haven't developed any e-commerce website myself. But I am Nuno, you know. Nuno, no e-commerce. Which PHP development environments do you use regularly? I use local. Yes. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, I use Laravel, Valet, Herd. That's it. Nothing else. I don't use Vagrant. Vagrant. Do you guys remember this thing? Does any of you remember this thing? Vagrant is so old. Not anymore. Not anymore. Container? Interesting. Yeah, Docker, you mean, right? Yeah, Docker is dope. I mean, everyone likes Docker, but not Nuno. Nuno doesn't like Docker. Nuno doesn't like Docker. WSL, I see. Wow, usually you debug PHP code, chat. How you debug PHP code, chat? Everyone typing, how do you debug PHP code? I think you know the answer on this one. I think everyone knows the answer on this one. We use the mighty DD. That's what we use here, okay? I'm actually genuinely curious to know if any single one of you uses Xdebug. Come on, chat. If you use Xdebug, it's fine. You can just say it. We are chill here, okay? Xdebug is equally cool. But yeah, no thanks. Which production runtimes do you use regularly? I use Laravel Octane, my friends. I use Swole. No, do I use Swole? Yeah, well, I used to. Now I use FrankenPHP. Here we go. Maybe I will try Xdebug. Yeah, you should, man. Xdebug is dope. And I like Derek, okay? Even if he doesn't like me, I think. But I like Derek. DD, sometimes Ray, I see. Okay, what else we have? We next. We good to go, chat. We good to go. Which PHP frameworks and CMS is used regularly? I use Laravel. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I use Laravel sometimes. All right, moving forward. How do you use your PHP applications in production? I use Laravel Cloud, my friend. Is Laravel Cloud being listed here? Is Laravel Cloud here? Here we go. Platform as a service. Which editor ID do you use regularly for a PHP development? We know the answer to this one. I want every single one of you typing on the chat, which PHP editor do you use? And I think the answer is the mighty, the best in the world, PHP Storm and Sublime Text. Sublime Text is cool, chat. Come on. Sublime Text deserves a place in our hearts. It's equally super good. Okay, I like PHP Storm and Sublime Text. I'm literally shifting between them all the time. VS Code, Joey, I see. I don't like VS Code, man. I think VS Code sucks. But that's just my opinion. I have never seen that appealing on VS Code. I'm going to be honest. In like more than, I don't know, many years I have in development, VS Code, just no good. But that's Nuno, you know. That's my opinion. That's just what I think. VS Code no good in my opinion. Well, Terminal Nano, dude, Nano is badass. I kind of miss Nano. I learned Vim and then I went to Vim when I want to do some quick shit on a terminal. But I learned. I think I still know Nano. Let me see. Let me try to do some stuff with Nano. I'm gonna go here, touch. Well, Nano. Can I do Nano PHP Neon? Let me see. Oh yeah, Nano for the win. Oh my god, and I can exit with Control X. Oh, so good. Nano used to be it was the goat, man. Possibly you can have some syntax highlighting with Nano. I don't even know, but Nano used to be the goat, chat. Nano for the win. Oh my god. Which editor do you most use with PHP development? PHP Storm. Oh yeah, that's 100%. Which testing frameworks do you use regularly with PHP development? Which testing frameworks do you guys use with PHP development, chat? I think we know the answer to this one. Passed all the way down, baby. 100%. Passed all the way down. I don't write tests with any frameworks. Wait, what? I write tests, but I don't use any frameworks. How would the fucking this even be possible, chat? Wait, come on. Wait. Stop, everyone stop right now. There is literally two options here. One is I don't write tests for PHP. Okay, that's okay. Now we have I write tests, but I don't use any frameworks. How this is even possible, chat? Like realistically? Chat. Super important. How I literally forgot this. Oh my god. All right, everyone, pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you. Super important attention, the best attention in the planet, okay? Something huge is happening, chat. Something huge is happening. Every single one of you needs to pay attention, okay? So hear me out. Nobody knows this, so you guys keep this in secret, okay? Multi-level secret for all of you. No, do not share anywhere, okay? So here's the plan. I'm going to make the biggest live stream ever seen in PHP. Literally the one of the most biggest things and most badass things in the planet happening, I think 2 or 3 of July, okay? Now, this will be a 48 hours live stream, non-stop. Food, everything. Like, I will just stream for 8-10 hours straight, potentially more than that, I don't even know, but will be the biggest live stream ever happening by the early July, okay? Now, this will be the Primogen level kind of thing. I will be renting a place. I will be do decoration tip like I show speed in all those streamers. I will do a multicam setup where you guys are going to see me from the top, from the left, from the behind. You are going to see everything. The whole thing, okay? This will be happening on 3 July and 2 July, I think. I'm not sure yet. I have already 2 partners on this stream. This is Laravel sponsoring this stream, plus X Geeks if they say yes. I think they say yes. They say like 90% sure. So, I cannot wait, okay? So if you guys want to see this stuff happening, which will be the biggest event on the planet, make sure you subscribe my channel, okay? Everyone go all the way down. And I want to see this number going up, okay? Very important. So subscribe my channel if you want to see this event going up, okay? Here we go. Oh, shit. No. Oh, here you go. Very, very important, okay? Very important. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay. Hi from Barcelona. How you doing, dude? If it works, oh, you mean like literally inline testing like that? Not a fan. All right, so past PHP. We know past PHP is very dope. Which additional code quality tools I use regularly? So, I was surprised. I'm going to be honest. Someone screenshot this thing to me and told me like, how the fuck Laravel Pint is not there? And I was like, yeah, precisely. Like, how the fuck Laravel Pint is not there? Laravel Pint right now in 2026, and we are on June, I think, is the most downloaded CS fixer in the world. PHP-wise, of course. Meaning that is literally the most used CS fixer, So, and I was like surprised because Pint was not even here. Like, why and how when? So I was just super surprised. So a lot of you, using Pint, Rector in Pint as well. And, for me, it's like Pint, 100%. I use PHP Stan, of course, Rector PHP, and I think that's it. I don't even know what this is. I don't know what this is. This is PHP Insights. I don't use it, actually. I have built this thing, but I don't use it. So yeah, this is for me, chat. How about you guys? How about you? What are you guys doing? What are you guys using, chat? What are you guys using? PHP Stan and PHP CS Fixer? That makes sense. It's a good one-buck combo. I would use that myself as well. Yes. I would use that myself. How about you guys? What are you guys using, chat? Rector Stan in coding CS. What is CS though? I want to try Mago. Yeah, maybe I will try Mago as well more in the future. The same. Pint. Nice. All right, chat. What else? Let's move forward. Which resources do you currently use to stay up to date with PHP and solve PHP-related problems? I use AI tools. I don't use blog articles or tutorials anymore. Developer communities, not really. Framework documentation, not really. GitHub repositories, not really. Online, not really. Yeah, I use mainly AI at the minute. Oh, it's so fucked up. But what are the top 3 PHP feature requests? Generics, 100%. This is actually a very good question. Every single one of you needs to be part of this answer, okay? Which are your top requests? I think for me is generics, 100%. Multi-line short closures, which will be probably short closure improvements. Pattern matching. Shit. This is a problem. Pattern matching. Okay. Yeah, I see. Type arrays. The thing about typed arrays, type arrays, yeah. I wouldn't use it this way though. Like I never understood this syntax. I'm gonna be honest. Like for me, this syntax should be literally like we have this syntax, but for me, like this is just this. I think it makes much more sense, Adrian. How do I do a new line here? Oh, here we go. This syntax makes much more sense to me. Native async. Why? I don't actually think native async would change things. I don't think native async would ever change anything really. So generics, typed arrays, short closure improvements. Let's go with that ones for now. What should PHP prioritize between backward compatibility and introduce new features? Well, actually, I think we should prioritize backward compatibility just because PHP is so old right now that we 100% need to have a nice backward compatibility. So move slowly but surely. What are the 3 most frustrating things about working with PHP for now? Very good question. Documentation gaps. PHP website. It's so bad. The PHP website is the worst website in the planet at the minute. Okay, you can say whatever. In my opinion, it's just the worst. Just no good. Just no good. Okay. Type limitation. That's a very good point, actually. Which are the following best describes your employment and involvement in software industry? I am employed full-time at the minute. Employed full-time. Can we create a community documentation? I don't think we can actually. Well, we can. The thing is like, if it doesn't live on the official thing, people don't actually maintain it, you know? You rarely go there, Canada Raz. Yeah, I don't think anyone goes there anymore, unfortunately. Which of the following describes your job role regardless of your position level? So I am a software engineer. Where do we have that? Wait, what? Which of the following best describes your job role regardless of your position level? Oh, I'm a developer, software engineer. Yeah, that's what I do. The first one. Thank you. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you helping me out. Thank you, thank you. How many full years of professional coding experience do you have? I have between 11 and 15. I'm so old right now. Jesus Christ. What is your age at the minute? I am 36. Which country, region do you currently reside? I am from Portugal. What is your gender? I am male. How many people work for your company? We are between 51 and 500. What is the percentage of people in your company that write code? I have no idea. This is actually a very good question. If I had to guess, between 20 and 40%. Which of the following sectors your company primarily active on? So what we do is software development and related tools. Which kinds of development is your company in organization involved with? Product development, in-house development, internal deployment, maintenance, blah, 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 and that's it. Which of the following describes the company or organization you work for? We are a startup. Which is the name of your company? Laravel. How many people work in your team project? On the open source, we are 8 and 12. Which types of development are you involved at work? Full stack. Is it startup? Yeah, I mean, 100 people is not a lot. It's still a startup. 100% is like going up, you know? It's just starting, so we do full stack. That's what we do. Oh my God, we had a 40%? Oh my God, we need to move faster, chat. Which AI tools do you use for coding? Everyone typing on the chat, which AI tools are you using at the minute? I'm using Cloud Code, ChatGPT. ChatGPT, yes. I use, what else? Open Code, yes. And I think that's it. How about you, Chat? What are you guys using? Codex, interesting. Codex, very interesting. Okay, very interesting. Using Codex. I'm not a fan of Codex myself. Cloud Code and Gemini, interesting. Same as me. Thank you. Is Gemini good? I haven't used Gemini ever, I think. I've tried Codex already. In Cursor, I think Composer Cursor is not good, but yeah. Mr. Puyapal is saying using Codex. Interesting. Okay, you tried Gemini, but you didn't like it. Interesting. Chat. By the way, everyone going to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Very important. Okay, very important. Only open code. Interesting. Thank you, Kemal, for the subscribing on my YouTube. You guys see, every time you subscribe, you see that thing over there on the top left. And you see also this number going up. So very important, subscribing to the channel. A lot of people using Codex. Very interesting. Okay, let's move forward. What else we have? State of PHP 2026. How often do you use each of the AI tools at work? All right, let's think a little bit. Cloud Code, I use multiple times a day, 100%. ChatGPT multiple times a day. Open Code once a day. I rely on Cloud Code. I kind of want to move full time to Open Code. Like, I generally want to use Open Code all the time. It's just Cloud Code models are so good, man. It's so tough to actually go full time on Open Code. Do you guys feel the same? For those who are using Cloud Code, like, you want to get rid of Cloud Code because Cloud Code is like They are like the bad people on the scene at the minute, but at the same time, they are good at. They are very good, you know. So it's just so tough at the minute. It's just so tough. Which percentage of the code you produced on the last month was fully generated by AI coding agents? This is so tough because I don't write code anymore, meaning that I don't actually type the functions, but I still give my input on stuff that are generated by AI. So, you know, like I would say 100% is generated by AI, but then I just apply changes on the generated code, not by end typing it. I just ask AI to change it a little bit. So written by you with some code assistant, just none, I think, 0. Fully written by you without any AI assistant, 0, 100%. Exactly, you just review and you just write the stuff, just exactly like I do. Julio is saying, I'm using local models. Dude, I want to know, which local models are you using? And by the way, chat, if any of you knows this answer, does any of the local models we have out there actually produces as good code as Cloud Code or Codex or whatever? Do we have any local model at the minute that actually works? Because I think like no local model can run or can give you an output that is as good as Cloud Code or whatever. Not as good and is slower. Exactly. Plus that. That's what I feel at the minute. I don't think they are good at all, basically. That's a TLDR of the story. How would you rate the quality of the solution generated by AI coding agents compared with code fully written without AI coding by? AI-generated solutions are much worse? Oh, no. They are somewhat better, yeah. Your average colleague, somewhat better. The average developer, much better, yeah. Julio is saying the following, local models, they cannot compete, but it works in small codes. Oh, interesting. I have saved some money doing that. I see. Small tasks, local models are great. I need to start using them, 100%. How will you describe the current level of AI adoption at your company? Extensive adoption. It's used everywhere by everyone. How are you using AI coding tools with PHP? Writing code, finding problems, suggesting fixes to my code, reviewing code for other people, generating scenario testing data, testing code, deploying to production. No. Understanding how a specific code base works. Yes. Writing documentation. No. Searching the answers for PHP. Yes. Learning new concepts. I am using AI for everything except when it touches on production. I would never use AI with production, and I would advise you to never do that as well. Okay? If you connect AI with production, it's literally the recipe for disaster. Okay? The recipe for disaster. And I'm going to actually just record this one, a very important segment. Okay? Do not ever connect AI with production. I'm literally answering this question, which is, how do you use AI tools with PHP at your daily job? And I use AI for everything. Writing code, finding problems, suggesting fixes to my code, reviewing my code, literally everything, testing my code, etc. The only thing I don't use AI for is to deploy to production and actually access production. Do not ever do that, because all of the AI disasters you see out there are because people do allow AI to touch on production. And that's literally a recipe for a full disaster. Boom, boom, boom. What's up, Nuno Nation? How you doing? Nuno Nation for the win. It's been a while, chat. It's been a while we don't hear that word. Using AI in production is like playing Russian roulette. 100%, dude. First time chat from Lori ZZ. Welcome to Twitch, chat. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is nunomaduro, PHP and Laravel developer. I love what I do. Currently live on Twitch, YouTube, and many of the other platforms. If you guys want to give me a shout out, I would really appreciate. Just go to my YouTube channel and give me a follow over there, all right? My YouTube channel is dope. Just go there, all right? Very, very, very important. Very important. Yes, very good. I use GitHub subtrees, and how do you handle multiple tasks with agents? I'm gonna be honest, I have never actually used any of the Git subtrees or Git work trees or whatever. I just do everything in the same place. It just works for me. And I still don't get why people would ever use that. I don't know. For me, it doesn't work. To what extent do you agree or disagree with each one of the following sentences? AI will eventually take over coding processes, fully replace. I will say disagree just because of the fully. Just because of this fully thing, I will disagree already. Okay. The adoption of AI coding will decrease in the demand for professional software developers. I don't agree or disagree. Expect employees to provide me AI tools for coding and development. Agree. Like, honestly, if your boss doesn't give you access to coding models, that's a red flag. That's no good. Okay, red flag immediately. Do you use open code? I use open code, yes, because I use ChatGPT 5.5 to code as well in Kimi sometimes. Employers will expect every software development to be proficient with AI tools for developers. Yes, by the way, if you're not using AI, another red flag. AI will perform technical tasks, writing, debugging, and maintaining code, while developers will focus on strategic work. Yes, I agree. Developers will be able to onboard new domains much quicker with the help of AI, 100%. Development will become more enjoyable because of AI, 100% as well. Would you like to participate? Yes. Anything else you would like to share with us? Fix the PHP website. That's something I would really love to share with the PHP Foundation. What is your first name? My name is Nuno, and my email is nuno@laravel.com. Would you like to receive? Yes. Participate in JetBrains research studies? Yes. Sign up for the monthly newsletter? Yes as well. Let's submit this thing, chat. Thank you so much for the coordinates. And it's done, chat. Everyone clapping for JetBrains and PHP Foundation for making this survey. Wow. So dope. Put also some exclamation points, 100%. Anyone else still writing O projects by hand? I don't think anyone is typing code by hand anymore. Do you want to see something? Just watch this. Just watch this, okay? If you're writing code using your own hands right now, and actually let's make a more interesting question. If you use AI for coding, type yes. If you don't use AI, type no. And let's see if we have any no appearing on the chat. And if we do, honestly, respect, and I want to dive a little bit into that. Yeah, we see pretty much yes all over the place, we see Joe is saying that he's still writing 80% of his code. Very interesting. At work, yes. Oh, you mean that at home you don't use AI at all? Interesting. All right, chat. We have various important topics to talk about, including the RFC that got rejected. Generics, my friends. Generics, my friends. Okay. So this will be a recorded video, so we may have to dive into some of these very important things. Okay. John Sugar is saying the following: we are 100% right about the PHP website, but what is confusing is why they are being so stubborn about fixing it. So here is what interesting thing, chat. Like, many of you don't know this, but whoa, what's happening with my camera? 1 second, chat. Oh, here we go. A lot of you don't know this, but actually there is a lot of processes on the PHP on the PHP itself. Like, there is, for example, the PHP website belongs to this person or is under this person ownership, basically. That is other things that are under other person ownership. And the PHP Foundation doesn't actually own any of that, okay? So they can try to, talk, they can try to help, but they don't actually own those things. You know what I mean? All right, let's talk about the PHP Foundation. Let's talk about PHP generics and why they got rejected, okay? So I want to open this externals.io. I think we are going to do a video about this, okay? So expect if you want to stay on stream, you are welcome. But from this point, I'm going to actually focus a little bit on recording a video for tomorrow, okay? So let's actually open all of this and, kind of see a little bit what we have here, okay? What do we have here? Okay. Very important. Very, very important. I'm going to open here ScreenFlow. Let's record a video. Again, from this point, everything will be recorded as a video for tomorrow. What do I want to do? I want to open a new document. Here we go. Yep. Bound erase generics. Just open the new. I can do this much better. The new RFC bound erase generics is now on voting phase, meaning that all the PHP internals are voting on this RFC to decide if this is coming for PHP. My name is Nuno and welcome to my channel. Here we go. Bam. This goes here. In done. All right, so what else we have here? So, yep, we have this. Now, as a reminder how the voting system works. Now, as a reminder how the voting system works, 2 out of 3 people need to say yes for this RFC to be accepted. Now, something very important to keep in mind is that when you see a no on the RFC as a vote, that does not mean that the person doesn't want generics on PHP. Only means that this kind of generics that got proposed on this RFC are not going to be accepted by that person. All right, what else we have? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Canada Rise is saying, my guess is that most people that vote on the RFCs are not wanting to use generics. No, they want to use generics. Just don't want generics in that particular way. But they 100% want to use generics. Okay, and we are going to talk about this. I think I want to kind of jump directly to the outcome of the RFC, okay? So let's actually just share this screen right here and talk about the outcome of this RFC real quick. Now let's jump exactly to what you guys want to see, which is what is the outcome of generics in PHP 8.6? And the answer is no. We are not going to get generics anytime soon in PHP, as this RFC literally got rejected by the majority of the PHP internals. Now let's try to understand a little bit why all these people said no to something that on paper looks fantastic. Bam. Creel did a good job summarizing. Oh, well, okay. Let's actually see that. Where do we see that, though? Creel. Oh? Did a good job? Where exactly? Oh, you mean Larry Garfield. That's who. What do you mean, right? Okay. He's saying the following here. I strongly urge you to hold off a vote. Generics would be the biggest PHP feature in years, and I would generate a lot of positive buzz, both within the community and external. Generics are getting voted down for whatever reason would be very bad press, both within the community and externally. Yeah, that's true. Yep. Okay. Now, most of these people, again, are not voting no because they don't want a generic. Now, most of these people are not actually voting no because they don't want to see generics. They are voting no because they don't agree on the way generics got proposed. And the way generics got proposed is this type it is generics approach, which is the following. Generics would be literally on the code itself. They will be parsable by static analyzers. However, on the PHP runtime, those generics won't actually do anything, meaning that you can, in theory, have bad code even with generics. The code would just work with compile and everything. However, PHP stand will be able to detect. I can do this so much better. One second. Now, those who have said no are not actually saying no because Now, those who have said no to the RFC are not actually saying no because they don't want to see generics. They do want to see generics, but not in the way that generics got proposed. Basically, the way the generics got proposed is using this thing called erase generics, meaning that you would see generics on the code itself. PHP stand will be able to detect generics. However, the runtime will effectively erase the term generics from the code itself. Now, this is erase generics. It is precisely the way we see generics on this RFC. Boom. Okay. Another way of having generics is having generics like many other programming languages, which is monomorphized generic. I will never know how to say this word. But in other terms, it's basically having generics that will equally check. Another way of having generics is literally this one, call it monomorphized generics. And what it does is basically having type safe generics even at runtime, meaning that PHP at runtime, you would receive a request, you would have generic code, and PHP will actually check those types in runtime. This will actually be very similar to any other type we have currently on the language, and probably would make more sense. However, it comes with something a little bit bad, which is there is a performance hit if we go down this path. Monomorphized. That helps, dude. Thank you. That helps, dude. Option number 3 is the worst possible nightmare in the planet, which is pass on generics, meaning that we don't actually have generics at all. And I don't think people who have said no, it's because they want this solution right here. Bam. All right. Option 3 is the absolute worst option. Yes. Now, comes without surprise that actually some of the recommendations of the PHP internals are actually, they make sense. So what they are saying is the following. The recommendation is that the original author of the RFC should get more people involved. And this will give plenty of time to make sure it's rock solid in terms of RFC. People would agree on that, but also would probably target another PHP version like PHP 9.0 instead of targeting such a version like PHP 8.6. I think we can do this a little bit better, but let's see. Same syntax on the current one, which is pretty solid. Let's bang. Give it a timing. Just not target instead. I'm planning on finding with the new inner. No, I don't think. No. Ramsey is also right too. Okay, I will read his comment in a second. Yep. I'm gonna not include this, and I think I can do something a little bit better. So in other words, and I was just walking through the internals discussion, what people really want on the internals team is make sure that, first of all, before this is going to vote, everyone agrees on the current RFC. Because in its current state, that's not the case. A lot of people do not agree in the current state of the RFC, and people kind of want to agree before this is going to vote. And some of the suggestions here includes actually targeting PHP 9.0, and this will give plenty of time to involve other people, making sure the RFC is literally rock solid, and potentially developing another ways of having generics in PHP what everyone would agree on. Okay, what else we have? I kind of want to mention something kind of cool, which is this one. Do I want to mention this? Oh, maybe now. If monomorphized, which is runtime type checking, it would have to be 9.0. Yeah, I agree. Well, I don't think they should do that though. Like that would literally break every single PHP code out there. Like Laravel wouldn't be able to implement generics ever. So also breaks the nature of PHP at the same time, you know? Now, one question you may have is either I agree that we should have it is type checking, or now one question you may have is either if I agree if we should have generics being checked at compile time. Now, one question you may have is either I agree if we should have generics being checked at runtime or not. And in my opinion, we should not have generics being checked at runtime, mainly because if we do, on that current state, Laravel, for example, wouldn't be able to adopt generics ever, literally ever, because if you add generics to something like Laravel collections, that would break every single PHP application out there. So ideally, I want to see generics on the code itself. I want to see generics being static analyzable by PHP Stan or Psal, but not actually breaking my code at runtime. 115 message on this topic? What do you mean? What's up, Charlie French boy? How you doing? How you doing? Okay. Let me see if we have any more important kind of messages here. Adrian, you said that it was someone who said something cool here. Get or default with underscore. I love underscores. I think honestly underscores were probably one of the best things in PHP, and now we have like uppercases. Realistic chat. Like this is much more clean than this. Can we just agree on that? Like, what do you guys think? Option A, option B. I would 100% go with option A. I don't know why we went with camel case. Option A is so much more clean. Option A, I know. It's just much better. Much better. Chat, don't forget, go all the way up and subscribe to the channel, okay? All the way down and subscribe. Very important. Underscores suck. Why would you say that? We should tweet about this, chat. We should tweet about this. Let's actually do that. With my nano. Get or default. In test is fabulous. Well, not with past PHP. With past PHP is even better. make a screenshot real quick. Okay. A is more readable. Yeah, A is just better, you know. A is 100% sure better. Okay. 1 second. Let's do this. And this. All right. The Nuno Nation chat will... No. I will never understand why we stopped using underscores in PHP. Serious? Like, why I cannot use lowercase I? Are you serials? Oh, here we go. In tests is fabulous. I think like, so I don't need that on tests because of past PHP, basically. You know what I mean? All right, shit. We need to include some more content here. What is the latest thing I have recorded? Is my opinion, right? The Mike's Viper is saying the following. I read some arguments for not having this RFC implemented, but no guarantees on type safety, but surely could be solved with an opt-in strict mode. It requires some validity check to run. That could be an option, though, indeed. I use B for function names and methods, but I use A for property and variable names. Oh, interesting. Okay. It would be really nice if people would be able to attach the no votes just close to the reasoning. Like, I'm voting no because of this, but I see no. I have no idea why this dude voted no. You know, literally impossible to know. Oh my god. Okay, let's go to externals once again. Let's search for bound. It is generics. Oh, here we go. Okay, I think it's this one. 100% sure it's this one. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to summarize this. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. All right, so summarize this and try to understand why voters said no. Shit, does any of you have an iPad? I literally just bought an iPad and I don't know what to do with it. Right now, I have literally a fireplace next to me. Here we go. That's it. Use a Stream Deck. That's interesting. Can I do that? That could be potentially a good use for this. You watch anime? All right, chat. Let's see if Cloud Code can summarize this reasoning a little bit better than we did. So he's overcomplicated things. Summarize the text, the reasoning of why people are saying no to this RFC, but only from that link. Don't go elsewhere. Loan me your little tokens on Claude. All right, it's fetching the externals. Junior is saying the following. No, do you think that in the near future we will be able to compile parts of Laravel? No, that's not happening. That's not happening ever. Just embrace the PHP nature, okay? Okay, so there is obviously very different opinions on the RFC. Yep. All right, let's record a segment on this. Now, I just asked Cloud Code to summarize a little bit the entire discussion for us and why people may be saying no to this RFC. And there is obviously various topics that people don't agree on. And this is kind of a lesson for RFCs in general. A lot of people think that instantly everyone will connect with the given RFC and people will instantly agree. The thing is that it suffices that the thing is that imagine that you have an RFC which is this size, but you don't agree with this. As such, you will have to say no. And if you say no right now, that does not mean that the RFC is bad. It just means that you might have to adapt your original RFC to make sure that everyone agrees with the entire content of the RFC. And something like generics is actually super big. So it might take a little bit and a couple months until you have everyone on board with that proposal. Just use FrankenPHP. A lot of people are using FrankenPHP, indeed. We'll move to Hacklang. Oh my God. How much content do we have here? We have about 5 minutes, which is okay. I don't think there is anything else to be said about this. Well, I can say actually two things about Laracon US, which is very important and it's happening. So, before we jump into the video, make sure to check the Laracon.us conference happening real soon. We are going to have amazing speakers, including myself. See you all on the conference. So we have that. And we need to end with a nice proxy to the existing PHP 8.6 video, which is this one. Now, if you were expecting generics in PHP 8.6, don't be sad. We are going to actually have amazing features, including pattern matching. Well, pattern matching. Are we going to have pattern matching? Partial function applications, at least. Yeah. If you're getting sad because of not getting generics in PHP 8.6, don't be actually sad. We are going to actually have a bunch of cool things, including the clap function, partial functions applications, and a bunch of other things coming to PHP 8.6. In terms of release date, it's coming by the end of the year, so get excited and see you all next time. Bam. There is any Laracon in Africa? I don't think there is. I don't think there is even meetups, which is not a good, which is a red flag if you want to kind of even develop Laravel live. Nuno previously talked about a compiler developed by the Swole team. Yep, that's happening, and I think we are going to have another one called Elephant C. I have a video on that. Laracon in Brazil someday. Laravel Live Brazil next year. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Adrian, do you think I have missed anything on this video about the bound generic types RFC? Or we done? I think we done, right? Like, what else can we talk about? The PHP 9? What do you mean? Wait, what? There is nothing planned for PHP 9. What do you mean? Oh? It should target PHP 9. Oh, yeah. Didn't I talk about that? Yeah, I talked about that, dude. I was just listening to the video right now, and I talked about that. Targeting PHP. Yeah, I talked about that. All right, I think this is done. Generics video done. Okay. Did I have anything else for today? Let me see. You so excited about Laracon US this year? Oh, me too, dude. Okay, I have here feeling detached. Yeah, I want to kind of do, which is not a video, it's more like a short. Okay. Ugh. So I want to do a short, by the way, chat, about literally feeling detached from the craft, which is something I've been thinking a little bit recently. Welcome back. Thank you. One of the biggest problems of AI in 2026 is how you feel. Did you ever felt detached from the craft? This is basically one of the biggest problems about having AI in 2026, is that developers, they used to feel super attached to the product because they have developed the code itself using their own hands. And right now in 2026, people no longer do that. Therefore, they feel detached from the craft, almost like the craft does not belong to them, and they don't feel anymore that they actually want to move forward with it. It's not long. And they don't feel anymore they actually want to finish it. They don't feel excited anymore. If this is you, write down the comments below, and maybe I will do a video about this. And of course, I was not recording. Good job, Nuno. Did you ever felt detached from a project because you don't actually develop anymore using your own hands? I think this is actually something happening in 2026, which is developers used to feel super attached to the project itself because they have developed the code using their own hands. But in 2026, you don't actually do that anymore. And as such, you feel detached from the craft. You don't actually feel that the craft in the product belongs to you anymore because you don't write the code itself. I don't know if this is you, and if it is, write in the comments below. Bam! This is a short that I want to publish tomorrow. PHP is dead? No, dude, it's not dead, dude. It's way alive. Can you summarize why the RFC is ignored? They mostly say no, because they want to target PHP 9, basically. That's it. What are your future plans on Pinkery? No plans on Pinkery. I'm actually, unless Puyapal moves Pinkery to cloud, I may shut down Pinkery, because right now I'm paying like $40 a month to having it on the server. It is too expensive. Okay, too expensive. Chat, we have the video ready for tomorrow, which is a nice comeback. We're talking about generics. There is something here which I don't know if I want to cover today. Let me see. Where do I have this? Do you want to do a do we want to do a React, chat? So there is this video called "If PHP is Terrible." Well, not this one, the original one, which is why everyone. I think this is the one. Yep. So first of all, do you want to do a React on this? Yeah, let's do a React, chat, real quick. Why everyone waits? Why everyone hates PHP? Let's actually react on this one, chat. We can also save it for tomorrow. What do you guys think? Should we do it tomorrow? Yeah, let's do it tomorrow, chat. I will be around tomorrow at night. What time is it? Yeah, it's 9 p.m. Yeah, let's do it tomorrow, chat. So tomorrow we're reacting to this video called "Why Everyone Does Not Like PHP." Okay. Which is an awesome video, and I think we are going to react to it as a community, okay? Meanwhile, super important, chat. Before you guys leave, go all the way down, subscribe to the channel if you want to see this number going up. Again, as a mega surprise, on 2 and 3 of July, I'm doing a mega, hyper, fantastic, the biggest one in the planet live stream about developing a full app in 48 hours, okay? I have 48 hours to build an app, and this will be fully live streamed, more than 10 hours each day, and will be awesome. I have rented the place, we have like decoration, we have multiple cameras, it will be just dope, okay? And I'm counting on every single one of you to go and to be there for 2 days straight, okay? So let's actually do this review tomorrow. What else we need to talk about? Or we do it still today. I don't know, chat. Hackathon vibes? Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Let me see something real quick. Do we have the audio on? No, we don't. Python? No, thanks.
PHP is terrible.
Let's actually do this real quick, chat. What time is it? It's 9 p.m. That sucks a little bit. This might take like 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, we do it tomorrow, chat. So tomorrow, first video, like first thing we do is react to a video and just say our opinion about this video, which is why everyone hates PHP, okay? Let's rate someone as usual and be done today, okay? Meanwhile, chat, don't forget, subscribe to my TikTok, to my Instagram, all those socials that are there. Very, very, very important. And let's rate someone as usual, okay? Yes. Rate channel. Let's rate someone doing something cool. We have, what else we have? We have iShowSpeed, my favorite streamer. Yeah, let's rate iShowSpeed, chat. All right, get crazy. Feel free to spam the PHP chat, the PHP emoji on the iShowSpeed stream, okay? Love you all, chat. Catch you guys tomorrow, all right? Peace out.